We're live. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to another Extraordinary Light Show, episode number 16. And I'm here with my friend Lily. Do you want to say hi, Lily?
Hello, everyone. I can't believe it's like episode 16. That's 4 months.
We are awesome.
4 months. I am so excited. I know. As always, I have some questions for Alexandra, and we're going to answer them together.
Yes.
Yes.
Very, why are you hearing my voice? Is this
Are you echoing?
I think microphone. Yeah. So what I notice every time I'm starting the live, I always make a mistake. And then I just go over it. Like, let's say Extraordinary Light Show, and then I would like misspell something or say a different word or something like a letter. And then I just want to say that out loud, that I do make mistakes and I'm realizing it, and it's okay.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're telling me that you're not perfect?
Oh no, the spell is broken.
I am done. I am no longer going to do this anymore. She's not perfect.
So how you been, Lily? How are you doing this week?
I'm doing really well. Lots of amazing things happening, lots of changes coming up. I'm getting ready to launch a live training program that I will be announcing soon. So I'm really excited. So lots of really busy, crazy stuff happening, but it's all good. It's going towards my mission. So I'm happy. I know I'm not giving out too much details, but it will be announced very soon.
We are hoping that we're going to be beautiful souls. They're going to be first one to find out some new details and informations when it's available to share.
I'll promise you. I'll tell you everything, in next week, couple weeks. Yeah.
You said next week first. And how is so beautiful souls? Check out Lily's channel, because she started doing live shows, live videos, recordings every day now. She's having a challenge for a month, and you can go check it out and see what she's talking about, bring some value to your life. So how is that going, Lily? How you feel about that?
Oh, it's going really well. I committed myself to do one every single day. So between 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. during the week, and then 12 p.m. during the weekends, Eastern Standard Time. And the reason why I started it is because I see a lot of common patterns within my coaching clients. And these are all issues that we generally have as human beings. And I wanted to take some of those common patterns and share it with the world. So that way we could all learn from each other. And then my hope is to always share knowledge. As soon as I know something, I want to share it with the rest of the world, because what else are you going to do, right? You don't want to hoard the information. That's why we're here. We're doing the same thing. We're doing this live event so we could share our message and share our knowledge with everybody.
Oh, we're so knowledgeable. And now I actually started today listening to audiobook of Ray Dalio, Principles.
Yeah.
And he's saying how he has all this knowledge, right? Like, he's very successful. And for a very long time, he was kind of holding it for himself. It was more like an ego thing, and like I sharing just with the people around him who are very close to him or who works with him. And now he's ready to really open up. And he said he reached a point of his life when he doesn't care about being successful, or like he reached the maximum, right, that he thought he would ever do. And now he's just here to help people. And I think that's amazing. Like, everyone can provide value. Even now we're like, oh, we're just getting started and what we know, but we can share what we know, right? Like, let's not be selfish, and let's share what we know, and let's all grow together. So I think it's amazing. I think more people should open up and share their story and their knowledge and their experiences. So just saying.
I think so too. That's interesting. Ray Dalio. Oh, that's so nice and vulnerable of him to actually admit that. To admit the fact that awesome. that's why he didn't do it in the first place. How are you finding the book? Do you like it?
Oh, I'm just maybe on the second hour now, and I love it so far. It's so honest and raw, and just I love it so far. So it's like, I think 16 or 17 hours. So I'm still in the beginning, but so far I'm hooked. So looking forward to learn his principles. So, and well, good.
So what's it about? What is the gist of the audiobook?
So he's talking about principles that help him in his life and business. So pretty much he want to help you create your own principles and use some of his if you are in a line with them. So I will talk about it more when I hear more. So far, I just know it's going to be awesome.
Okay.
And then we'll see.
Maybe I'll do a book review.
Oh, I will, for sure.
Yeah.
That's something that I really want to do, like, because I love books. I love reading books and listening to books, and I want to share this with people. So in the future, and always saying in the future, but really it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming.
The Ray Dalio principle. Okay, let me check it out.
Yeah,
I love
cool.
audiobooks. I consume all my content through audio and visual, like also videos I like. So I have a couple of books going on. I am reading on audiobook Claim Your Power by Mastin Kipp.
Oh, I didn't hear that one. What is it about? I mean, I
Claim
know
Your
it's a claim power, but
Claim Your Power. It's all about figuring out your personal traumas and working through a lot of the limiting beliefs that you have. Mastin Kipp is not that well known yet. I think he's about to explode. I discovered him through Tom Bilyeu's channel. And what's so interesting about him is that he's highly religious. He's a very religious person, but he's able to explain things in a very scientific way, but also at the same time, he's able to reach the masses. So he's really a great combination between everything. Like, he's very esoteric, but at the same time, he could take all of that and put it in a very digestible way for everyone to understand. So Claim Your Power is his book's name. I really like it. So far, so.
Did you learn any like practical advice how to break out of your limited beliefs?
I think the most important thing is really find the root cause of your limiting belief. I haven't gotten so far with his book yet about that, but in my own personal experience, the most important thing is try to find out the root cause. And I try to go to the most fundamental level is the sensations in your body. So, for example, I'll use one of my clients that I was working with last week, and he was very much. He has issues every time he's very successful, and he has issues every time he doesn't do something right. And he couldn't figure out why, and he was trying all of these different things. So I asked him, I was like, what do you feel when that happens? Like, where do you feel it on your body? I was like, where do you feel it? And he says, I feel it in my chest. I feel it like it's burning in my chest. And I asked him, like, do you remember when was the first time you felt that way? And he says, okay, he's thinking. And it came down to, he says, when he was really young, he didn't know the times table. So for those of you, like, multiplication, times table, and then he would recite it. And his dad would yell at him every single time he couldn't get. So he felt really stupid as a child. And he would just feel that burning sensation all the time. And then I said, well,
something is happening. I don't know if Lily blocked on me.
Oh, can you not?
Okay, good.
Can you hear me?
Okay, good. Yes.
So I don't know how much of you guys heard this. So I identified with my client what his root cause was, which was he had some unfinished business with a trauma that he had from his childhood. And for the next 30 days, he's working on forgiving his dad and himself.
Oh, very nice.
So that's what I have learned. It's like connecting with the sensations in your body and trying to find out where it started to begin with. And then that's going to tell you stories about where it came from.
Very cool. And now when we talk about him, Melissa is here. Hi, Melissa. And she said she loved him. So I need to check it out because I trust you too. And nice. I will definitely do that. And Boo from Forming the Masters, good morning. Oh my God.
Good morning.
Is it morning? Is it morning?
Bo, it's like 9 o'clock for you.
Who knows what he was doing last night? So he just waking up. Squid Love from London. Oh, our Squid Love is back. And my mom is here. Hi, Mom. Love you. Oh.
Hello,
she said she loves them.
Mom.
Alexandra's mom. It's wine time. Please, Bo, you're going in the wrong direction, my friend.
Bo.
Oh, okay, so very cool. See, you get some book recommendations here, so that's awesome.
Yeah, Master Kip is awesome. I love him. He's going to blow up. I know he will. It's just a matter of time. No one knows him yet, but it's going to happen. All right, Alexandra, I do have some questions for you, as always.
Okay.
The first thing is from Landon. Landon is asking, how does one figure out what to do with his or her life? I am torn between art and graphic design and programming. How does one figure out what to do with his or her life?
So, first of all, does everybody hear me good? Because, yes? Okay.
I can hear you. I don't know why.
It's like because I'm going to say something very important.
Yeah.
No, because I kind of hear my own voice. But it's like every day. Okay, let's be serious. So, how to decide? So, my question is, why you need to decide? Like, why it's so important for you now to say, you know what, I am deciding I'm going to go only graphic design or only programming. Why you cannot be programmer who's doing graphic design as well? Like, if this is your passion, if this is something you love, experiment with it both. Like, maybe you cannot be like master top 1% in both of these fields, but you can be an amazing level having different skills. And I think that's going to make you unique. Like, let's say there's so many incredible art, like graphic designers and incredible programmers, but there is no many amazing programmers and graphic designers combined in one person, right? So if you have customers and clients like who wants you to make some graphic art for them, then you can say, you know what, let me just fix your programs. Let me just give you this extra service, right? Or if you need to do some programming, you can do some graphic design for them as well. Like give them some suggestions, something small do for them. It's going to be extra math that you can provide because you're knowledgeable enough and skilled enough. And that's going to set you up away from everybody else. That's something unique and authentic to you. And along the way, if you feel, oh, you know what, I kind of enjoy being graphic designer more, then shift your focus there. Right now, it seems to me like you are in between, like you said, and then you should not choose one or the other, because you will always say, you know what, like, what will happen if I choose to be a graphic designer instead of programmer? Oh, it would be so much better. I made a mistake, or whatever you would like keep repeating. Oh, like, because life is ups and downs. So you're always gonna have ups. You're always gonna have downs. So if you choose programming and then you go down, you will say, yeah, I just waste my whole life for this programming thing. I should be a graphic designer. And in the first place, you should just do both. So, and then when one feels off, you just ignore that one and focus on something that feels right to you. So that's my answer. Like, you don't need to decide. Who say that you need like one thing? Like, let's say, for example, my husband, this is his sculpture, pointing in my hand. So he loves sculpting. He also like computer animation. He likes drawing. He likes all these things, and it's totally different industries, right? And he also graphic designer. So what he would say, like he said, you know what? I'm just gonna combine all this in one. And also, he loves running. He wanna be ultra marathoner. He wanna run like over 100 miles races and everything. And he said, like, there is in his industry that's not normal, right? Like, people don't do that. And he said, I'm gonna do it, right? I'm gonna combine all this, and it's gonna make him unique person, right? And authentic. He's not doing anything because it should be, do what feels good to you. And that's it. You're gonna win. Okay, I'm done. That's it.
Boom! I'm done. Drop the mic. I'm done. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think what's more important is understanding what your bigger goal is. Like, what kind of impact do you want to have in this world? You know, Alexandra and I here because together we want to change the world. We're all about that. Does it matter if we do it through YouTube? Do we do it through podcasts? Don't worry about it. All of those little things will come along, and try different things. And I'm always at the focus of like, just really focus on the bigger picture and versus worrying about the smaller things. But maybe right now for Landon, that is the biggest thing in his life, is trying to figure out what kind of occupation that you want. I don't know how old Landon is. If you are on the younger side, I would really, really suggest trying a bunch of things. A bunch of things, try it, see what works for you. Like what Alexandra is saying, try different things, have a great time. When you get a little bit older, yes, your responsibility does increase a little bit, but you can still try different things. I switched around many different jobs before I ended up here. And I'm probably going to switch again later on in life. But I never lose my mission in mind. So say yes to things. You never know when you do land on the perfect thing.
I love it.
That's my opinion. Because I said yes to so many things, and I ended up, coaching was one of them. I said yes to it without realizing it's something I wanted to do. And then it landed up to be the most perfect thing for me. So say yes. Figure it out later.
And you don't need to decide now. You don't need to divide yourself, or like, just
have fun. Say yes. It'll be good.
Say yes. Come on.
Say yes. Say yes to the right things, though. Not.
Yeah, don't say yes to everything. Yes. Lily, oh my God, you're promoting bad things. Oh my goodness.
In the beginning, you might have to say yes to a lot of things, and a lot of those things are not going to work. But give it a try. Okay, next question. I have a feeling that this is a really good question. This is a very, very good question. I think everyone's going to like it.
Everybody's serious.
Particularly, Melissa is going to like this question. It comes from Jay. Okay, so Jay's asking, how much importance is living in the present? Is it really important or not, and why?
Present. If our Melissa is here, still with us, she would love this question. You're right. So is it important? Absolutely it is, right? It's very, very important. And I'll give you some examples, because we all know how to be more mindful, how to be more present. We all talk about it. There is tons of content outside. Check Melissa's channel. She's talking about it a lot. So I'm gonna tell a story what happened today. I went with my husband to watch the sunrise on the beach, and we were eating our oatmeal, and I said wow, just stop. Look at this moment. We are eating oatmeal on the beach, watching the sunrise in Florida, in America, together, hugged, covered with blanket because it was windy. Wow. And just being here with him, being there with him, filled me up with so much gratitude and joy. And like I said, life is full of ups and downs. So we are now up on top of the mountain, but we will go down, because this is life, right? I don't know what will happen, but something will. This too shall pass, right? And when we are down, we should remember these moments. Remember when we were sitting on the beach eating oatmeal and just laughing and talking about life? We're going to be there again. And also, if you are here, if you're down, and you should also be present and experience everything that is happening now. So that can be your motivation when you are on top of the mountain, that you will do things that will keep you there longer. That you will say, let's say you have some kind of disease, right? And we all know how we feel when we are sick, when our body is suffering, and mind, everybody around us are suffering. And how you get there, you didn't take care of your body, you didn't eat proper food, you didn't move, you didn't sleep, you stressed too much, and you got sick. So now you learn how to overcome it, and you became healthy again. And let's say in 6 months, you start doing things again like you did before. And then you say, you know what? I remember I was present when I was sick. I felt every like muscle pain, everything. I was experiencing everything, and I don't want to go there. I don't want to do this again. So let me go for a run. Let me go for a walk around the block. Let me just eat this nutritious meal, and let me do some yoga or meditation. Let me heal from inside out. Let me nourish my body and mind. And being present in each situation will help you get there, help you decide, like, should I just watch a movie and do nothing, or should I actually like do some productive work? And it's gonna help you remember the feelings you have when you are doing something meaningful, something you love, or something you don't love. And that's gonna motivate you in the future what you're gonna do. So yes, very important. That's my answer.
I knew it. I knew how you felt about that. My take on this being present is, I think being present for one another is the highest level of relationship we could ever have with human beings. I was just thinking about this story as you were saying. I was working with this man named Josh Price, and he created this program called Committed Impulse, and we're talking about presence. And he was telling me this story about soldiers in a war from many, many years ago. I don't know if it's like the World War II. And they had two opposing soldiers really just sit there in front of each other and really look at each other in each other's eyes. And the more they looked at each other, like really connected with the humanity and the human being from on the other side, they just couldn't raise their weapons. They had to drop their weapons. They couldn't do it. And that's so powerful. When we're really present for each other, that is the highest level of relationship we can have. We connect at a very human level and know that we're all in this together. So I love talking about this topic because I think that we're not present enough for ourselves, for the people around us. And like Alexandra is mentioning, you have this beautiful sunrise, like just really being present in the moment could really increase your level of enjoyment, fulfillment, and most importantly, your relationship. I'm married with my husband. I try to be as present with him as possible. I look him straight in the eyes and I connect with him. With Alexandra right now, I'm like connecting with her, right? If I was like this the whole time, then our relationship wouldn't be as strong. So I recommend everyone trying to be as present as possible. And I know where this is going. Alexandra's like, is there a practical way that people could do it?
Well, we can give our beautiful souls some practical advice.
It's true. It's important. A really quick thing, same thing that I learned from Josh, is saying I'm back. So anytime I'm looking at Alexandra right now I'm not getting distracted, but for some reason, if I got distracted, I'm like, oh, coffee cup, I'm back. Just keep reminding yourself to come back and be in the moment. And the more you do it, the easier it's going to get. And of course, meditation helps with that. It kind of builds your muscle. But the quickest solution is saying I'm back every time you feel like you're losing focus on the person.
Yeah. And be present in any situation, like good or bad. Don't say like, oh, you know what? I was present, I was grateful, and then these big bad things happened to me. Yes, of course, it's life. It's going to happen. Be present again. This is your exam, what you learn. It's easy to be present when everything is amazing and oh, I'm so grateful, everything is perfect, but what happens when it's not? So, of course, you need to practice it. It's not going to happen overnight. And when these bad things happen, experience it and say, you know what, like, let me learn something from this. And only way you can learn is if you're present. Don't try to avoid it. Don't try like to ignore it, because it will be here forever. Once you have something bad happening to you, you're not gonna go out of this until you learn the lesson from this situation. So, and the only way you can learn the lesson is if you are really present and say, you know what, why is this happening? Why I'm feeling this way I'm feeling, and what I can do about it. Let me change this. I mean, future questions, seeking clarity. So yeah, good or bad, be present.
Yeah, I love it. I think if you try to numb the bad, you numb everything. So if you don't feel the bad, you also don't feel the good. Like you can't pick and choose that way. And suppressing it is not going to help. Really just lean into it and learn from every single mistake. And it's not really a mistake. This morning, I accidentally deleted my video. I couldn't figure out the webcam thing. I could have said, you know what, over with this, I'm done. But I'm like, you know what? These are the days when things don't go right, are the days that really challenges me to be present for myself, for the people around me. And yeah, it's not the greatest, but I because I do it so often that I don't even think about it anymore. I think 10 years ago, I probably would have been really upset if I deleted a video by accident. I'm like, that was my best video ever, and I deleted it. Why? It's okay. I'll make another one tomorrow.
It's gonna be even better.
There's always a second chance, and you're gonna get better and better and better.
Yeah, and Melissa is in the chat. She loves our stories, and I'm so happy she's here because we're talking about presence, and she's all about mindfulness and presence. She's so amazing. She had a video today. I couldn't I'm listening to this video and I was like, oh my God, yes, I feel the same. I was like, it was like me talking, and I felt so connected with her. And oh, I just love her. So beautiful soul. Check her out. She's really amazing. So I'm very happy. And this is so this YouTube and this live and this whole little movement we are doing is so incredible. Like how you connect with people when you open up. It's just something very unique. When you're present, right? When you're present, you connect with people. So do that.
Yeah. And Melissa's all about that. I'm going to check out her video. I haven't.
Oh, it's amazing.
Okay.
And I was just telling you, I will make a video of it, so I'm not going to talk more about it here. I was just talking
to Lily about... secretive now.
I have a little secret, and it will be relieved soon. Yeah. So I was talking how I'm seeking clarity in January and February this year from Brandon Bouchard's High Performance Habits book. And I become much more, I thought that I'm very clear where I'm going, what I'm doing, but doing all these exercises, I keep repeating and these questions and answering them and meditating on them brought me to some new level of clarity, which I'm very, very happy about. And now hearing Melissa on her video, I was like, wow, this is exactly what I was like thinking. So very amazing, very amazing. Like, I don't know. I'm just very grateful this period of my life. And people, when they see us, they will say, oh, it's easy for you. You're living close to the beach, and you know, you have an amazing husband. You can watch the sunrise every day if you want. But I wasn't living on the beach my whole life. So you know, like, you can create your life if you do your part. So I'm hoping to inspire people to see that you can do anything. So we'll see.
That's beautiful. That's exactly it, right? You create this life for yourself. No one gave it to you. You went out, you moved to Florida, you left your family to go to Florida. And it's what you created for yourself. You have an amazing husband is because you chose him. You could have chosen anybody else to marry, but you chose him. And that's why he's amazing. So you're the one who created everything.
Yeah, and it's not like we choose each other. We work on each other very, very much.
that's a different video.
Yeah, there is no such thing, oh, I choose perfect wife or perfect husband and now everything is amazing. No, that doesn't exist. So whoever you choose, you need to work together out to find you, like us. There is no me, there is no you, there is just us. So you need to create that together. So there is for a totally different video just about that.
That's a different video about working on relationships. I know, it's true. I'm married too. Yeah.
So yeah, everything is a work in progress. Our life and everything. So it's just one big play. And I'm very, very happy that we got to share our thoughts and our teachings and our feelings, experiences. We have this power of internet and power of free speech, so we can share everything. And I hope that people really hear it and use it. Like, sometimes you don't need to make mistakes if you see that everybody else made the same mistake, like, don't go there, right? It's dangerous. Learn from somebody, so you don't need to go through all difficulties yourself. So
yeah, I'm sensing that Alexandra is more grateful than usual. Like, you're always a very grateful person.
I am.
Today is like way more gratitude than before. And that's the
Yeah.
important thing. Leaning into a place of gratitude will get you so much further than from a place of resentment. So it's an important lesson. It's to practice gratitude every day, every single day. That's what I do. I practice gratitude every day. I think about the 3 things I'm grateful for. I do it at night. I don't do it in the morning anymore. Whatever, morning, afternoon, doesn't matter. In the moment, think about something you're grateful for. Yeah.
Very good. And another thing that I was thinking about these days, it was something just come up to me like after my meditation, not in the meditation, but like maybe few hours after. When I started to meditate, I was thinking about negative people and how we are dealing with that, how to get away from negative people, you know, like around you and everything. Mm-hmm. And that was my question in meditation, and then I didn't get any answer, so I was fine with it because, you know, I will get it eventually, and it come to me. That very often we are ignoring them and trying to get away from them, but then we actually can learn so much from them. When somebody, let's say in your family, like maybe like we would say, you know, just ignore them, move out, do something, like create your own thing, go somewhere else, right? Like just be around positive people all the time. But then you're not expanding, because it's easy to be happy and positive when everybody around you are happy and positive. So when you're surrounded, like let's say your family, your brother, let's say your brother is very negative and draining your energy out, and doesn't believe in your dreams, and all the bad things you can think about, right? So what you can do is actually like let that be your exam of how present you are, how aware you are, how clear you are of who you are and who you want to be, and let with this light help your brother become the same way. Because I do believe that we all can be light if we are open to it, right? So maybe your brother keep saying and doing things to put you down because he's afraid, right? He's afraid that he can actually go out of his comfort zone and change his life, and he doesn't want to admit it, so it's easier for him to put you down. But if you are stubborn enough and you are sharing so much love and light long enough, he will break down. And I believe that with our love and light, we can break anybody down. So maybe just don't run away from your house. Like I would say that before, like even a few months ago, I would say like, you know what, just move out, or you know, do something, be surrounded with beautiful people and just like create your own bubble. But now I would say just stay here and work things out. And that's something I'm still like thinking about and like meditating on it, but this is like my new thoughts about it, so I just want to share this live. This is something kind of like having this kind of discussions in my head every day.
So that's what this is all about, is promoting discussion. There's a very important lesson in what you're saying. If you think about physical exercise, the reason why your muscles grow is because you're putting in effort, you're putting in exertion, you're stressing your body out. So in a way, what you're saying is similar to that. If you want to expand and grow, if you have to put in some effort against some kind of resistance from people, then that's what's going to make you grow the most versus just sitting, you know, in a comfortable place. So there's a very important lesson there, and it can be done, and it can be done in a very beautiful way. People can start to change, again, being present for each other, understanding what it is. The thing is, I feel like it takes a very strong human being to do that. And I think it's something that we can all expand and grow from there. The most important thing is try not to allow other people to bring you down, and also train people to respect you. So if you have a family member who's constantly putting you down, train them. You can't talk to me that way, and see where you could go from there. But there is a very important lesson there. I think great things happen and we build our muscles when we have to face hardships in our life. And part of that could be, you know, talking to someone who's against your dreams and really standing up for what you believe in.
Yeah. And understand why are they saying that, where they're coming from, and say, you know what, I understand why you're saying that, and I love you even though you don't believe in me. Like, I truly love you. And you can be here where I am if you want to. And they're gonna say, you know what, you don't know, blah, blah. Okay, I love you. And then a few months after that, they're gonna say, you know, the same thing. You're gonna keep succeeding in your dream. They're gonna keep trying to put you down. They will eventually realize that they cannot put you down. And then along the way, you will always say, you know what, I love you. And my hands are open. You can come join me anytime you want. And eventually they will. So I really strongly believe in the power of love and light. So I will practice this more often in my life.
Yeah.
Because there's so many people that I just didn't want to even bother with, because you know what, like, you don't believe in me, you're putting me down, and it's just, I don't need this. And I was always very honest and clear, like I don't need you in my life, I want you in my life. You know, like, I'm very clear about people I'm surrounding myself with. And with this, my mission to change the world, I cannot keep ignoring people. They are not here where I want them to be. So this is something I'm changing. And like, you know, like, I love this, my January and February clarity month, because I'm getting so much more than I could expect, that I was expecting. So cool, I love it.
Good, I'm glad. And it's a challenging thing to do, and it's good. Challenges is what makes us stronger. Yeah, I like it too. I like it. And it all depends on what your goal is out of life, right? There are certain people that they just don't want to put in the time to do it. But if you want to, you know, approach it with compassion and love, there's a lot of room for that too. It all depends on the person's goal.
Yeah.
Both can work really well.
So yes, changing the world with love and light. Oh, I love it.
That should be your tagline. Your not a tagline sounds so weird. Your intro. Tagline sounds so marketing for some reason.
Yeah, tagline. Yeah. Changing world with love and light.
Beautiful, awesome.
And we come to an end. Yet another amazing episode. Look at this. How you call when you ending the show? Like intro, and when you like starting, how you call the ending?
Extra.
Extra? Oh, I never know that. So extra. Here you go. So my beautiful soul, thank you so much for watching. We're gonna say hi to Bob, Nameless Dawn was here, Melissa, Cliff was here before the live to say that he cannot come, so we respect that, Cliff. Thank you. And my mom she doesn't understand English, and she wrote on Serbian, but she's here every week. She's supporting us. And I'm, like I said, I'm very grateful, and I love what all this is going towards. So we'll see you all in the next Tuesday. Lily, thank you so much for your time, and thank you. I love you.
Thank you so much, darling. Everybody, be grateful today. I think that's the lesson learned.
Yes.
Yeah.
And change the world with love and light.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. I love you.